Cade York to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get out to the 32. Run down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will
now receiver in motion left. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On the set.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Richardson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Hey, report. You change it. Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's hot. Hey. You.
Now it's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 7 yards there and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this field position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he is in to make it 16-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's over and told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 65 cat, 65 cat.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Middle. Hey, middle. You at.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
First down.
Report.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 180. 180. 180.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24.
That's another Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raven first down.
Yo.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. throw left side complete. That's Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A 3-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run once more with Taylor. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Lewis Seen. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
It's nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He was brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Get it. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
First down.
A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Three. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Colts 8. Cade York to kick off.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Mark Andrews, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Richardson. Pierce has it knocked loose. And this football recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Ready.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
19, try.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sit up. What are reading? Hey, sit up. Sit up.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
13. Sit on. You at X. You change it. Ready, shot.
Again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the option left, Richardson. It's out, it's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Pioneer.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
At the 47-yard
now it's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clifton will be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 33 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
They'll let Taylor try and run. Defensively, certainly not feeling their play started at the 2 and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
1st and 2 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, We haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Here's Richardson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
10 yards.
And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Ravens' 25-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The Colts will line up for
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And able to get this out to the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
22.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Richardson. Pierce has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Raven first down.
Jackson will throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Ready?
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
180. Sit hot. 180.
Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Hey, come on. Middle.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the fourth. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
Ravens 62.
But going for two in this situation,
22.
somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the option left, Richardson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Richardson working from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you put up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Panther 60. Ready.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Colts 28.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 15.
Jackson now.
First down, Baltimore.
And Walker has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again is Jackson.
17-yard line.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Now the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 76. Colts 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the last call.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Go, 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 go. Bronco 80.
Second down, another run with Taylor. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Go.
One last shot for Richardson. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.